What's up and welcome to One Oak Mentoring, the #1 mentoring virtual service for teens, residents, any kind of young guy of all times, right? How y'all guys doing today, man? This is One Oak again. I'm having a great day as always. I hope you guys are having a great day too, man. Today I'm going to be talking to y'all guys about buying the right size shirts, and this is something like a lot of people might not talk to you guys about, but I'm One Oak, man, so I'm gonna bless you guys, right, and tell you guys like about shirt sizes and things like that. Okay, see now, the shirt I have on now, I would consider that to be a bigger shirt. Not like it's huge, but it's like a bigger shirt. You can just see, like, but yeah, it's definitely a bigger shirt, but it's kind of older, right? So the thing about when you buying your shirts, make sure you're getting the right size, but you want to make sure that your shirt isn't too big, right? And because when you got a big shirt, it kind of sends off a vibe like you're an older person. You know what I mean? Like, older guys, maybe up in their 40s and like late 40s and things like that. They like never really got with the tapered look with the smaller shirts and, smaller things, so they just still going off their old, drip from back in the day. So, when you're wearing these big shirts, man, you got to be aware that you might come off, like an older guy or something like that, right? Okay. So another thing is, man, a lot of times when you see a person with a big shirt, it kind of makes them look slouchy. You know what I mean? Just like, I don't know, man, just like not dirty, but you're just like slouchy, like you're like unkempt, and all that. So, you see somebody with like a big shirt on, man, they like look like they about to go like kick in somebody's house, and like rob them or something like that, right? Just like a real grimy type vibe, man. So y'all want to make sure y'all don't have that type of vibe with you guys, okay? Another thing I want to talk to y'all guys about is, for the bigger guys, I've experienced this, especially in my younger years. When you're getting a big shirt, man, definitely make sure it's not too big, because what happens is if you put that big shirt on and it's just like not just like a straight tall tee, which I'll tell y'all about that later. When you put that shirt on, that big shirt, and you're a big guy, and what it's gonna do is kind of like flare out at the bottom, right? It's gonna flare out. So you're gonna be walking around here looking like a big Christmas tree, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all like wide at the bottom, man. It's just a slouchy look, and you want to avoid that. All right. So for my big guys, make sure y'all getting a shirt that's kind of fitting you a little better. Don't be out here looking all slouchy and things like that. For the skinny guys, especially like you don't want to just be having like a big, huge shirt on, because it looks like the shirt is just like swallowing you, right? People don't know if you wearing the shirt or if the shirt is actually wearing you, okay? So y'all guys keep that in mind, you know what I mean? And, some guys, some skinnier guys, they like to wear bigger shirts and things like that, so you don't actually, I guess, see like how skinny they are or something like that, man. I've never really been a skinny guy, so I really don't know, but, man, y'all know how that is. Another thing that I want y'all to know is like, man, just like I said, I'm older, man. So I'm from the old school. So I remember there was a point in time where the bigger the shirt you had on, man, like the cooler and the more gangster you was. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody at least had a 3X on, and that was just a fashion, right? So when I look back now, I just at all those big shirts that we used to have on, man, I used to be just like utterly disgusted, right? Like, man, what was I doing with that big gown on, right? It wasn't nighttime. I wasn't ready to go to bed or nothing, right? So, yeah, man. And then another thing back in the day, man, a lot of like street dudes, like kept these really big shirts on, man. So you don't know what they got on them, man. This guy could be carrying around a shotgun, right? Oh, I seen it, man. Most of the time back in the day, the bigger shirts, guys were like carrying around like guns and stuff like that, man. Like that's how big the guns were. I mean, that's how big the shirts were, man. You didn't even know if they had a gun on them, right? A lot of the times, like, you didn't even know what size people were. A big dude looked just like a skinny dude, man. You never even knew how skinny the dude was until he put on like a dress shirt or something like that. Like, Man, I thought you was about 235, man. Nah, more like 145. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it was back in the day, man. Looked like you came like straight out of 2006, right? We used to have these like tall tees, right? So you know when I was telling y'all about the shirts that flare out, well, these shirts were just straight tall tees, right? It was like probably come to your knee, but they didn't flare out, right? So you kind of had like a slender look, and then you would have like a big picture or something on your shirt, you know, and you walk around like that. Well, that's how it was back in the day. I know that was way before y'all time, right? Prehistoric type stuff I'm talking about, right? All right, so man, make sure y'all keeping that in mind. Another thing I want to talk about is buying a shirt that's too small, right? Now I know the taper look is in, which the taper is like, I guess slimmer fitting shirts, slimmer fitting, clothes and stuff like that, man. But you definitely want to make sure it's not too tight, right? Okay, once again, for my big guys, man, I know a lot of big guys, you got your drip going on, you want to have your nice clothes and stuff, and a lot of those clothes are tapered, right? So you still want to make sure you're getting the right size shirt, right? So if you're a bigger person, man, just make sure you get a shirt that's like not, accentuating everything. If you're a big guy and you got a lot going on up here, right? Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm not going to be negative and say bad things, but if you're a big guy, you got a lot going on up here, right? So you got a lot of junk in the front, and then you got junk in the trunk, right? And then you walking around here with this little small shirt, right? That's like hugging you, not like a regular hug, but I mean like bear hugging you, right? And then, you walking around like you drip, like you cool, and everybody's like, man, you don't look too good, brother. But yeah, so y'all guys, y'all bigger guys, make sure you getting a shirt, that's fitting you, okay? For like the skinnier guys, when you're wearing like smaller shirts, well, you don't really want to wear a really tight shirt if you're like a skinnier person, like, you know what I mean, man? Because, you can, you raise your arms up, and you can see your ribs and stuff like that, man. People can really just see, how scrawny you actually are. No disrespect to y'all, man. So make sure, I understand, y'all like to wear the short, tight shirts, man, show off your little fancy belt, man, your little $200-300 belt, man. I understand all the drip, man. I understand that, man. But don't be walking around here with like a shirt, they look like they about to take your blood pressure. You don't want that to happen, all right? So y'all guys, even the skinny guys, make sure your shirt is not too tight. If you're like a muscular dude, man, you in the gym, you want to show off your physique a little bit. I understand, like wearing like a tighter shirt, but stay away from spandex, man. Stay away from those spandex tight shirts, man. I know y'all guys probably proud of yourselves. You've been lifting weights, man, eating all kind of steak and potatoes, man, going outside, chopping down trees and stuff, and you want to show off your muscle, man. Don't put those rubber band shirts on, man. Yeah, those spandex, a rubber band shirt, that's what I call spandex, because you can just grab it and pow, pop your back, man. So, and then if you got like a nice build, you don't want to always be wearing those type shirts. You seem like a jerk. Like that's all you want to do. I want to show off how strong and how big I am. Show off how many muscles I got and how many muscles y'all don't have, right? Okay. So man, y'all guys definitely make sure y'all keep that in mind. And a few more tips, man. When you're taking off your shirt, man, take it off with pride, man. Don't be grabbing your collar, like pulling it and like, don't be pulling your collar, man, all this way, like taking off your shirt and like pulling it and pulling all that down, man. Now you got a U neck. You ain't got a V neck no more. You got a U neck, right? Because you pulling your collar and your collar just hanging, right? And that's going to add back to the slouchy look, right? You know what I'm saying? It's going to add back to the whole slouchy look, right? And one more thing I need to say before I go about the big shirts. Like how if your shirt is too big, like if when you sit down and your sleeve is like coming past your wrist, like when you sit down, your sleeve coming past your wrist, yeah, you got a gown on, dog. You need a smaller shirt. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. If you and with these tight shirts, man, when you sit down, if your shirt turns into a sleeveless shirt, right? So you sit down like all the length up here, then got up here, right? So now you just, the shirt is too small, okay? All right? So y'all guys, man, keep that in mind, man. Make sure you got the right size shirt, make sure you're respecting yourself and you're looking presentable out there, man. All right? Now y'all guys take care of yourself, man. I hope y'all ain't wearing no big crazy shirts, man, or no real tight, weirdo type shirts and things like that, man. So y'all guys keep that in mind, man. Y'all have a great day. But if you can only afford, whatever, man, because I didn't take that into consideration, man. If y'all don't really have access to what type of shirts you buy, then you know what I'm saying, I understand that, man. But just when you start getting some money, then you kind of know, all right, man, I kind of need to get better fitting clothes, man. All right, so y'all guys take care, man. This has been One Oak, man, dropping some more knowledge on you guys, man. One of a kind knowledge. Y'all guys have a great day, man. I'm out.